me is Emmett Pepper. Emmett, how are you?
I'm fine. Thanks for having me on again.
Hey, welcome to the program. Emmett is a Charleston native, born here. Also is on Charleston City Council. Are you councilman at large?
I am at large, yeah.
Okay. You're also a clean energy advocate, of course, a lawyer, and part of the West Virginians for Energy Freedom.
That's right.
And there is a big initiative out there right now from some power companies, primarily in the northern part of the state. And that would be Mon Power, and is it Potomac?
Potomac Edison, yeah, the
Potomac
Eastern
Edison.
Panhandle and North Central, Mid-Ohio Valley, Highlands, that area.
And they're subsidiaries of First Energy?
First Energy, that's right.
Tell us what's going on here.
Well, so there's a proposal right now for a new power plant that would cost $2.5 approximately $1 billion to be built for those that would be paid for by customers of Mon Power and Potomac Edison in West Virginia.
They're going to pay for that?
Yeah, so the proposal is that so this would be a 1 gigawatt power plant, 1.2 gigawatt power plant built in the Morgantown area, and that would and then it would be charged to the ratepayers that are here. So just for some context for that, so we currently have about a little more than 3 gigawatts worth of power plants for those utilities, and that serves 500,000 customers, and most of those customers are like families and small businesses, but some of them are large industrial facilities, all that. That's all in that 3 gigawatts. They want to build another 1 gigawatt plant, and they want the rest of us to start paying for that immediately. Residential customers, $500 over the next 5 years. They contribute for this power plant, and how many customers will this one power plant have? Essentially, 2.
2.
Data centers.
2 data centers. I was going to say, who are the customers?
Yeah, data centers. So remember, this is half of West Virginia's economy is using 3 gigawatts of power, give or take, and then they want to put an additional 1 gigawatt on, and for 2 customers. Now, why in the world would the rest of us have to pay for these 2 customers?
So this has to go through a process, correct?
That's right.
And that process has begun. With the Public Service Commission. They've had meetings, I think, this past week. So what is one, if you live in that area of West Virginia, you're going to be affected by this, or could be. So if you want to get more information about it, or if you want to make your voice known, heard, even after the meetings, what's the best course here?
Yes, folks can contact us at energyfreedomwv.org, West Virginians for Energy Freedom. The whole purpose of our coalition is to say that we should not have to pay for other people's power plants. We should be using one of those cost-effective sources of energy, and we should be empowered to reduce our own energy costs. So this is more about that let's not pay for other people's stuff situation. I don't necessarily think that data centers are all a bad thing. I mean, I think that we need to have these sorts of things. People are using them, et cetera. However, they need to be paying their own way. The whole point of developing the data centers in the state, I thought, was to help the economy. But going around, putting essentially a $500 tax on everybody in the northern part of the state, that doesn't seem like it's good for the economy.
I can think of one data center that's on the table that they're saying, hey, don't worry about paying the extra power it's going to cost. We're going to take care of that.
That's right.
So there is precedent for the data center to take care of its own situation.
Absolutely. And look, if Mon Power, Potomac Edison want to build a power plant for data centers, they're free to do that. They just don't have to do that. First Energy can do that using a different subsidiary that ratepayers don't have to pay for. They can do it on their own and say, we're going to sell power to data centers, but they don't want to do it. Apparently don't want to do it that way, because what they've done is they've said, look, we want to build this. We want the ratepayers to immediately start paying for it, the people who are already here. And if we don't build it, or if it's abandoned, they still have to pay for it. So that's what they're asking. They're explicitly asking for those 2 things in this case. That's
kind of out there, isn't it?
To me, it is. But I mean, it sounds like. I guess it's good money if you can get it.
Yeah,
I would like that.
Well, I guess this may have us. Bring on the folks from Mon Power if we could, or from Potomac, or First Energy, and have them, give us, because it's like, holy smokes, man.
And it's real money, $2.5
that's real
billion.
money. That's folding money, as my granddad used to say.
That's
All right.
right.
Emmett, thanks a lot for being here. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
That's